Tim, you got a very big win last time out, very impressive. Give me an idea how important that was for you, just kind of emotionally, mentally, after kind of the year you had before that.
Like I told you before, I just wanted to prove I'm well-rounded and that I could get in there and mix it up and not be one-dimensional. That was the whole object of that entire fight. That was the goal.
Not the result so much. I mean, I think of like dealing with the back-to-back split decisions, just all the other junk you had dealt with. I mean, it wasn't the result that mattered most to you?
Nah, it was proving to myself that I can mix it up. And I get in there and want to force guys to go backwards, and I want to pressure you by staying on my feet. But there's so many other aspects of this game that makes it so cool. That's why we're involved in mixed martial arts. If we want to box or kickbox, we talked about that before. Let's go sign those contracts and stay there. But to get in there and do what I've been doing in practice and show it under those lights, that was the important deal.
Has it been tough? I mean, I think about, again, not to focus on the split decisions, but those, and I think just all the weird stuff that you've had to deal with. I feel like you've had to go through more than most people. I mean, has it been hard to stay focused, to stay positive, to feel like things are going well?
No, actually, at the end of the day, I get paid, and I'm trying to figure out how to save money and in 10 years, where I'm going to be at in 10 years. And, you know, I want to be fishing. If I'm having to be a greeter at Walmart, it's because I'm bored and I don't have nothing else to do, and I'm not having to do it financially. So these these opportunities are setting me up for down the road. And, you know, across the hall, they're asking me about ranked fights and where I'm going to be ranked at. That stuff's not important to me. What matters is me being able to feed myself, feed my family, pay for father-daughter dances, pay for my kids' basketball camps, and, you know, just go from there. And ultimately just live life. I get to do what I enjoy to do. I get to make my own hours, minus when we're here at the event. We have a schedule to keep and all that, but for the most part, we get to live our life, and I get to live my life, and there's nothing better than that.
10 means greeter at Walmart. I'm kind of picturing it now, man.
Yeah.
Like, would that be like just the worst job for you, period?
Man, I'm going to be high-fiving people and trying not to hit the deli too damn much, you know, staying away from the cookies. But, you know, you see these things where fighters get down the road and these athletes that retire and then they're broken a year, you know, and guys that are making millions and millions of dollars. And I'm just trying to figure out how not to learn those lessons going through it like I've had to learn lessons in the past.
What's that been like? I mean, it's weird because we're talking about fighting and stuff, and then to be like the financial aspect of it. What's that been like for you? Is it difficult to not? I mean, you guys get paid like 2 or 3 times a year, right? That's got to be difficult to manage.
Yeah, you know, I have a financial advisor that talks to me, an old man that's you know, been broke over and over and is able to keep his fortune and make it all back and save it. So the idea of making money is easy. You can make money easy, but saving it is an art in itself. So it's super boring to sit in those meetings and listen to them, and I have to take a notepad and take screenshots of the crap they're saying or whatever. But for the most part, I want to make sure I'm making the right steps, paying off taxes and staying even with that stuff, and, you know, just getting into fights so I can take all my animosity and all my frustrations that's going on in life, and we get to put it all into the lights. And win, lose, or draw, I'm going to fight my ass off and put all my emotions into the fist fight.
You talked about getting to make your own schedule. You had to work on your birthday, I guess, right? What's that like, having to train through and imagine not get to enjoy and celebrate? Yeah,
I didn't get to eat cake, which is bullshit. But, you know, it is what it is. My kids love me. My family loves me. They put their arms around me and hug me, and there's nothing better than that, you know. From where I was at in 2009, getting out of a prison cell alone, and, you know, people not answering my phone calls and not being there for me, or I can call my mom or whatever, and she'd answer, or my dad would ignore me or whatever. To have my people back me, and I'm in the community that I got in all my trouble in, and I fix those burnt bridges. And, you know, I still have people that are expecting me to fail, but those people are irrelevant. It's the group that I have in my corner. It's a small group of people, which my family's, with my wife's side, is a huge family, but the support is outstanding, and people look at me in a different light. And now when I walk through a grocery store, it's not people pointing at me saying, oh yeah, you beat that guy up down the road or at the stop sign or at the park. Now you have judges, politicians, sheriffs, whatever, coming up shaking my hand in the store, and it takes me, hell, 45 minutes just to get a gallon of milk sometimes. But the love is cool, you know what I mean? We have people that support me, and, you know, mainly my kids are in a good spot. I've had custody of my girls the last 3 years, and I'm still learning how to braid hair.
That's great. So, I just ran across your web series, The 10 Means Business. I didn't know you were doing that. What was the idea behind launching that?
You know, I have fans all over the world. It's crazy. You know, you get these people from Singapore and Russia and all these people asking to see into my life a little bit more and into my training and stuff that I've been standoffish with. I don't like people really trying to get close on those things. Strangers are strangers, you know. So we gave them a little piece, and you know, I have that syndicate media that's running all that, and they put out an episode of every few weeks or whatever. And you know, I've got tricked into a ballroom dancing competition. Was one of the most recent ones, and the way that happened was I've been telling my kids, hey, if you sign up for something, you got to do it. There's no saying no. Once you sign up, you got to finish it. If you don't like it, move on. So I have the local news texting me. My daughters are there, and they're asking me for this fundraiser event. And I looked it up. I thought it was a guest speaking thing. So I said yes. Jumped right into it. Then I started getting emails about, hey, we've changed the format a little bit. It's a ballroom dancing style competition. And then my daughters are like looking at it, Dad, you gonna quit? And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna quit. So I had to actually practice, and it was super fruity, and it was way out of my comfort zone. But I had a good time. I got to take my kids, and we got to dance, learn different things, and it was much harder than expected. You know, it's way easier getting punched in the face, but. You have to start out uncomfortable. We started out 2019 being super uncomfortable just so we can finish the year off comfortable. And, you know, I got a tough fight in Nico, a guy that wants to come and hurt me, and that's when I'm my most comfortable is when guys are in my face trying to take me out, and those are my best fights.
Yeah, last thing for me, I wanted to ask you kind of about this fight. I mean, I think we've come to know what to expect out of a Tim Means fight. Nico, as you said, man, he's an aggressive guy as well, so on paper it looks like it could be pretty exciting. Is that the type of fight you're expecting? What do you think?
Yeah, I expect him to come across the cage, be wild until he gets hit with something, and then he'll try to be technical, and I'm more technical than he is. He's been talking a lot about finishing me, and we're gonna test that theory.